Hello, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, hi, my name's Mary, and today's video is going to be my June plan with me. I'm sorry this video is coming at you a little late, but I finally got it up and I filmed it just before June started, and I've had time to edit it, and now I'm doing this voiceover. So we are starting off strong. This month, I don't have as strong of a theme as I usually do. I just wanted to do some collage spreads, so I hope you enjoy this video as it goes. I will be telling you what I'm doing. Right now I'm going through my sticker collection. I bought this pack of like 100 random stickers, I think it was, and I'm just looking for anything that I think would work in this style spread. I want it to be very summery with florals and butterflies. I also have some postcards that I got when I was living in Argentina that I really liked the colors of to use for this as well. So I am starting by cutting up this postcard from Buenos Aires. This is Caminito, which is like a neighborhood in Buenos Aires with a lot of colorful houses, and I'm cutting this to use as sort of my title page that I'm going to go ahead and glue in. This is a little long, so I end up having to cut off some of the end of this one. But yeah, I'm doing that now. And then I wind up sticking it in with a piece of tape because I couldn't find my glue stick at this point in the video. I do find it later and go back and glue it in, but that's what I'm doing right as of this moment, is I'm using some of my washi tape to stick it in. And then I am drawing my calendar just below that. I've started doing weekly spreads, and so I'm not doing as big of a calendar as I usually do because I don't really need the space. So I'm just going through and marking out where the weeks, or where the lines should go here. This took me a lot longer than I would like to admit, but then I'm just using my brush tip pen to write the days of the week along the top, and then I go in with a green pen to mark the number of the days as they go. And this is kind of like a teal colored pen, and it looks to be the same color as the house, sort of in the middle underneath or above the W for Wednesday. So that's where that color sort of came from. And then I'm just writing June. I kind of wanted it to be a little funky font, but I have not very good handwriting, so that's that. Then I'm going to go ahead and glue in some stickers, or stick in some stickers, I guess. I wanted to do a background with this red plaid, and then I found this washi tape that has cherries on it, so I'm just putting in some lined paper there, and I do end up writing TBR above this, but I wind up going back and changing it to my upload schedule because I wanted to do my TBR next to my stats page, and I just figured it would look better to do it on the next page, so you're gonna see me do that in a minute. But this is what I'm doing, and then I go ahead and stick in a blue, that's a sticky note, kind of. It's the same size as a sticky note, but it's not actually sticky. So I'm taping that in as well, and that's going to be my brain dump section for the month. So I'm just writing brain dump with a red pen here, and that's just where I can write down anything that I need to know quickly. And here I am going back over that and saying uploads instead of TBR because I thought that would make more sense. And then I write in my TBR, or my upload schedule, excuse me, and I alternate red and green for the days just to go with the red and green that I already have on this spread. So I will fill that out as I decide what videos to put up on which days. And as you know, I do try to post Tuesdays and Thursdays, not Tuesdays and Thursdays, excuse me, Thursdays and Sundays, but I don't always get to it. So now we're gonna flip on to the next page, and this is where I'm gonna do the TBR spread on one side of the page, and on the other side is going to be my stats spread. So for the TBR spread, I do go ahead and draw some bubble letters again on this. This is the back of that postcard, and then I'm just cutting them out. So I think it's the back of the postcard, or it might be a sticker back or something, but I do end up cutting those out. I layered some green and yellow washi along the top to, again, just go with the like collage-y vibe that I'm trying to have here. And then this is when I go and find my glue stick. So I did find it. It was actually in the same box that all my other craft supplies are in. I just overlooked it when I went and looked for the first time. So I'm gluing those letters across the top here. And then I decide to, I don't know what I do next. Yes, I'm just sticking some stickers along the bottom because I don't have very many books on this spread. So I do end up, I went back later and wrote in the like actual TBR that I have, but I have my TBR video up if you want to watch it. I just don't do that in this video because I This, honestly, I spent like an hour and a half making these spreads because I had no plan. So you're lucky that I've sped it up and cut out the parts in the middle when I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing to make this video much, much shorter. But I use the same bubble letters on another piece of plain paper, and I just cut those out for my stats section. And then I do wind up layering some washi tape again. I do different colors on the stats page just because I'm trying to keep this colorful and bright and nice. So I do some blue, and I think red is what I end up going with on this page. Oh, yellow, actually. My bad. And then I do the same stats every month, but I'll sort of go through them as I talk about it. But I like to keep track of the way I read, so physically, audio, ebook, stuff like that. I also like to keep track of if I own the book or get it from the library or buy it, what I rate the book, the demographic that the book is supposed to fill, the gender of the author, the race of the author, the publication date of the book, the genre of the book, and the country of origin of the author. So those are the options that I'm writing in here, and I just fill that out as I read my books throughout the month. This is primarily a reading journal, but I do use it for some life stuff as well. So here we're starting with the weekly spreads, and I kind of decided to do something a little funkier than I normally do. I'm not doing lines on the pages. I'm just writing the number, like the number of the days throughout the week, and the day that corresponds with that number. I hope that makes sense. I still keep the weekend as one, Saturday and Sunday, just because I don't need separate things for both of those. And this is where I keep my to-do lists and also anything that I have to do, like I have scheduled for certain days. I put some green washi along the bottom, and I could not cut it super evenly, so that's that. I didn't want to spend a ton of time on it because I just want this to be like fun and funky. Fun, funky, and fresh, you know, the 3 Fs this month. So I do have some more of that. This is actually strawberry printed washi tape that I use over there, and then I stick a butterfly in here, and I decorate the first 2 weekly spreads, I want to say, maybe 3, but then I do end up deciding to forego the decorations because I'll just come back and decorate later as I fill out the weekly spread. I hope that makes sense because I don't want to not have enough space on certain days, and I don't know what days I'm gonna need more space. But here I am just doing the same thing with the numbers, and then outlining them and writing the day of the week next to it. Pretty easy, and I think I go through and do all of my weeklies this way, and then I go back and decorate. And this actually made my hand cramp up pretty bad, which is not great, but it was just quicker and easier to just get through all of it, I thought, this way than it would have been if I had done them 1 week at a time, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm doing here. And I will try to link all of my supplies in the description box down below. I know I've done that before, so I should just be able to copy and paste, and it should be down there for you if you're wondering about anything that I'm using. But yeah, this one I do decide to go back and do some really nice collaging. I use the other part of that, another part of that postcard that I showed you earlier that I was cutting up. I add some washi tape details along the top. I didn't want any of these to look too uniform, and that's like a little person sticker that I thought was kind of cute. Put some washi behind him. I thought it looked pretty unique. I tried to keep the color schemes somewhat on the same page, but yeah, I don't have that many stickers in the same color schemes, so it didn't totally work out, but it's I think it ended up being fine. So this is the last week, I think, that I decorate, and then I just sort of decided not to do it anymore. But this is where I go back and glue that in. And that's it for this month's plan with me. We're going to go back through and do a quick flip through, but thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel out a lot. If you have not yet, you can subscribe to my channel because I post 2 videos every single week, and I will see you in the next one. See ya.